Hey guys, what's up? Cardfight here, and today I'm here with a deck profile with the newest top tier deck from Japan. It's called the Battle Dress Turbo Rush, and this deck is very strong. It's very consistent, and yeah, let's just get right into the deck profile. So for the starting Vanguard, we run the new Grade 3. Yes, you can run Grade 3s as starting Vanguards now because he only has 4,500 power, so he's actually not that strong, but that 500 power does make it quite useful. His skill is put this card into Soul, and you can draw two, and then choose two cards in your hand and put them back in the deck. So it's quite useful to recycle your hand, and yeah, we run that as your starting Vanguard. Next, we run 3 of this new type of card that Bushiroad just announced. I got my hands on these early because it's you know, I'm card otaku, and basically these cards will replace perfect cards because they have a new skill. It's called Event, and when you play this card, you can bounce a unit back to your opponent's hand. Basically, you don't need to perfect guard something if the unit just bounced back to your opponent's hand, and it does not designate rear guard, so you can bounce back the Vanguard. It is quite OP. Yeah, run 3 of them because they don't do anything else besides that, so 3 of them is fine for me right now, and they don't have any attack power, so it's quite weak, but it's quite nice to have. Next, we run 2 of this Peacock. He has no skill. He's 3,000 power, and he looks like a chicken, so we're running him. Whoops, 3,000 power. Looks like a chicken. Pretty cool. I'm mainly using this to troll my opponents because my opponents usually die really fast in this deck, so you just call the chicken behind and do the final damage. Next, we run 2 of her. She's the new Battle Dress card that came out in BTZX. When she kills a unit, you can bounce a unit back to your opponent's hand. It's not very good if your opponent has used cards that play cards on call, but it does help sometimes. You know, giving your opponent an extra hand to, you know, screw with their, you make it look like you're helping them, but you're not actually, so, yeah, it's quite good for mind games. Next, we're running this new Grade 4. Yeah, Grade 4s are a thing now, but it's not only in your G-Zone. So she has 5,000 power, and her skill is when this card is placed on the rear guard circle, you can draw a card. So it's a 3+1, it's very useful. Yeah. And then we run one of the stars of the deck. We run Sword Sniper Regal. She can attack any unit on your opponent's field, so you can attack back row and stuff. It's quite useful. But she is a Grade 5, so you might not be able to play her as frequently as these other cards out here right now. But with the new card mechanic, this deck can actually, it's pretty fast. You can skip grades and stuff, so, you know, because you start at Grade 3. And next, we run this card. He's similar to Sword Sniper, except he has 7,000 base, and he can only attack in the same column as him, so he's not bad. Mainly to get rid of those useless boosters, your opponent get those annoying boosters on your opponent's field, because they do have all in the current meta. And then we run 2 of this card. It's a very good looking card. She has not much use after that, but she's gold, and she looks very nice, so we're running this because yeah, the rest of the deck is tier 1 enough to work on its own, so we can just run useless cards that just look nice. And next we run the Beat Stick. She's a Grade 6, so we're moving on to the Grade 6 now. Her skill is when you have 3 more cards in your hand, she has plus 2,000 power. So she becomes a 10.5k, which is not as good as the 11ks nowadays, which is most decks, but she can still, the 10.5, it's okay, because she looks good, so it's fine. This is before. Main thing of this deck is looking good and rushing down your opponents with Grade 6 and 6 drive checks with your rear guards and stuff, so it's pretty good deck. Now next, we're running this card. Again, very similar to Sword Sniper. You're mainly just sniping off all your opponent's rear guards in this deck because you mainly win with this deck by having more hand advantage, and your opponent will have no regards to play. So very strong card. Definitely beat those Sling Saber Dragons and the cross decks out there. And next we're running this card. This card is very strong. When you attack with this card, all your units get plus 3,000 power until the end of turn. So it's a 3k boost to everything. She's kind of like an alternative to Nebula Lord, except you can't play Nebula Lord in this deck. So she's a pretty good card, but she's a grade 7. So yeah, you can get it's fine. You can get 6 drive checks. It's pretty good. Next we're running for the triggers. We run 20 triggers in this deck because that's the new meta. Because screw the rules. The rules they don't really matter when you're playing this deck because it's really OP. So we're running this new trigger called the Ignition trigger. If you drive check this card, you can blow up a card on your opponent's field. So it's pretty good. You can't blow up the Vanguard because that's OP, but you can blow up rear guards and stuff. So yeah, so we're running whoops, let's see, 4 of the red one, and then 6 of these blue ones. Oh wait, no, we're running 8 of these blue ones. So we're running 12 of those triggers, and then we run the new heal trigger. The 4 of this heal trigger, which has an effect when you call it, because the new heal triggers have effects when you call them. When you call this card, you can rest this unit, and then you can look at the top 3 cards of your deck and rearrange it. So it's pretty good. This deck also has like Oracle Think Tank capabilities, so it's very strong. It's only at 4.5k, but it's fine. It's a heal trigger, so yeah. And then we're running another new trigger called the Void Bringers. This card, if you drive check this card, you win because you blow up the Vanguard. You blow up your opponent's Vanguard, and when you blow up your opponent's Vanguard, they can't do anything because they don't have a Vanguard anymore. So if you drive check this card, you win. So it's pretty good. So my advice for this deck is try your best to drive check into this card because yeah, it's pretty important. But it's probably pretty easy to drive check into this card because you have 6 drive checks every turn from all your units. So yeah, it's not bad. Let's move on to the G zone because the G zone is pretty important. So first, we're running 3 Chronos Command Dragons. With the new rulings, you can run cards from different clans for the Japanese meta, so it's fine. 3 Chronos Command Dragons. Mainly have these for pressure. It's pretty important to put pressure on your opponent. We run Stardust Dragon. Stardust Dragon is pretty good. It negates destruction and stuff, so it's pretty important to have. With Kagero and the cross and everything, Stardust Dragon is a pretty good counter to that. Be warned though, he only has 2.5k, which is complete garbage, and he's level 8. So even though he's 2.5k, you still get 7 drive checks. So it's not bad, I guess. Next we run Black Rose Dragon. When you play this card, you can blow up all units on the field. Pretty good. Basically, if you're about to lose, you play this card because you kill everything on the field, including your own Vanguard. So, yeah. And we run 5 God Dragon. Mainly using this as fodder to flip over for other stuff. But yeah, he's level 12, grade 12 with only 5k attack, but he's immune to all effects, so that's pretty good. And then we run Shooting Quasar Dragon. Shooting Quasar Dragon is pretty good. When he gets retired, you can shoot. You can call a shooting Shooting Star Dragon from your G zone, and it's fine because you can once per turn you can negate an effect, which is pretty good. And but he's a grade 12, so it's okay. You get 11 drive checks. It's not bad. And the last card we're running in the G zone, we're running Velociraptor. Volcanic Raptor, I think his name is. I'm not sure. But basically, you can remove 1 soul to blow up 1 card on your opponent's field. and your opponent takes damage equal to the number of attack, I believe it's half the attack power of the unit. So if you blow up the cross, your opponent takes 5,500 damage. So they're gonna need a lot of heal triggers to negate that damage, and I don't think he has enough deck to counter that. So this deck is very good. If you play this card, you pretty much win, because when you deal 5,500 damage to a unit, it's pretty hard to heal back from that. Yeah, you're gonna need some burn heals or full heals. So yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this deck profile. Thanks for watching. This is definitely gonna be a deck that is gonna overshadow all the new Shadow Paladin stuff, the new Royal Paladin stuff, and new Aquaforce. Basically, you should just play this deck. Everybody should play this deck, because the Voidbringer trigger is just broken. You know, you can just win games instantly. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this deck profile. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. Yeah. So yeah.